Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today we've got a game I'm very excited to cast. It's between Stephano and Clem here on Blackpink, the latter edition. In the top right-hand corner, we have the French player named Stephano. He is wearing the color pink, and he is Zerg. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Terran player Clem, also French, wearing the color red, which I think I already said. Huh. I feel like Dr. Seuss right now. Ooh, SCV scouting. Wait a second, Clem. You are 16 years old, going up against Stephano, who is a very, very well-established Zerg player from your home country, and you are proxy barracks rushing. Holy smokes, Clem. Very happy to see you do this. I love proxy attacks. It shows you how to do it, shows you how to defend against it sometimes. And I'm sure Stephano is going to be prepared. Well, maybe not. His scouting overlords are going the wrong way. I have this discussion all the time. How do you scout for proxies? If you don't drone scout, Zerg, just use our overlords, they say. Oh, look. This overlord going the wrong way. This overlord going way the wrong way, way past the barracks. It wouldn't have scouted it anyway if it had gone second. So I don't know. All right, Stephano, if you're gonna die to proxy, this is gonna be a really, really short match. If this is your first time here, I do sometimes use an anti-spoiler screen at the end, so you can't tell how long the match is by how long the video is. Boo-ha-ha-ha. Yes, very sneaky. So basically, you can't assume anything. Double? Okay, so here we go. Throwing up a bunker. Okay, so staying outside of the range
Command center has been upgraded.
of the hatchery. He would have stayed closer. Oh, he scouted it. That drone just barely nicked in and scouted the bunker. And now Stephano's like, oh, there's a guy here. There's a Marine shooting at my stuff here. Pulling the boys. Not really. Actually, okay, throwing down 2 spines at the natural base. He's going to let this bunker finish. He's going to lose the natural. I just don't see how Stephano does this without losing the natural at this point. There's going to be 3 Marines in full range of that hatchery. And the lings are coming out, but it's too late. You hop inside. There you go. Pa, 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 pa. Thank you for coming, hatchery. I mean, you can save it if you are able to take down these bunkers before the hatchery dies, but you are on a clock, friend. SCV trying to build this bunker does get picked off by the lings, losing several lings in the process, but that seems like it was a fair trade. Although another SCV is here to finish building the bunker. All right, here we go. Spine crawler trying to get in range to where it can hit the bunker without the hatchery going down, without taking shots itself. Marines want to go inside another bunker so bad, but no, one getting picked off. The other one does get inside the bunker here, and now it's time to go. Hopping inside the other bunker. Might actually end up salvaging this first one that went down. And no, doesn't bother to salvage it, just pulling back to the previous bunker. Now Ling's getting a bit of a surround. The spine crawler was finished off here, but this front bunker cannot. Oh, it doesn't go down. It doesn't go down. It's still here. It's getting repaired by Clem. Spine crawler number 2 gonna try to get up here and finish this thing off. Continued Marine production from Stephano. The lings are still alive. Not the lings. The queens are still alive, which is a huge deal. Can he save the hatchery? This is absolute insanity, ladies and gentlemen. The Marines coming on down, trying to get some shots off on the spine. Zerglings trying to finish off the bunker before the hatchery ends up falling, and they do get it. They do manage to save the hatchery. Are you kidding right now? Are you kidding? Stephano saves this thing with a full, what is it? A full 167 hit points. I think it was transfused. I'm pretty darn sure it was transfused here. But this is where all the action is happening right now, and Clem decides to go home. I think, well, no, if you want to engage, I guess I'll hop back inside this bunker, but too many speedlings. Oh, yeah. Salvage the bunker? Salvage. Clem, buddy. You gonna, all right. No salvaging the bunker. 16-year-old Terran player gets out of here. Gets out of here with his Marines. He threw a really, really solid haymaker at probably one of his heroes, Stephano, right? I mean, if you're a French Zerg player and you're trying to come up in the ranks of StarCraft 2, don't you look at Stephano as your hero, right? He's probably the best Zerg player to come out of the country in the last 10 years, especially in StarCraft 2. So I'd say, yeah, he's got to look at Stephano as a hero, and he just tried to take him down with the proxy bunker rush. You got to admire that level of spunk coming from this kid. I like it a lot. Oh, the Hellion follow-up. Well, goodness. Takes down a creep tumor. Almost gets another one there, too. But 3 creep tumors at the front. 5 queens chasing away these Hellions. No, thank you, good sir. No, thank you. Banshee production. Beginning now for Clem. He's getting cloak for the Banshees, too. Stephano is droning up. Saving this hatchery saved his life. I think he's dead if he loses that hatch. I just don't know how he comes back from it. One basing Zerg is just at such a disadvantage versus a Terran player who's on 2 bases. I mean, Clem's on 2 base now. And it'd be hard for him to replant. As a Zerg player, it's a scary place to be on 1 base versus a Terran. You just never, ever want to be there. Did he scout? He hasn't scouted. His overlords, for all we talked about them being across the map for scouting purposes, never actually made it to the main base. Which means Stephano has no idea what's going on here inside the main for Clem, which means he doesn't know there are Banshees coming, but he threw up some Spore Crawlers anyway because it could be Banshee, and that would wreck his day. Absolutely ruin it. APM 431 for Stephano, an average of 302 for Clem throughout the first 5 minutes of this game so far. Banshee trying to do some stuff. Queens trying to finish them off. Get in the range of the spores. Yeah, there it is. Get back out. Oh, finds the sweet spot, actually. Sitting kind of between the 2 bases. Picking up. Oh, what? Are you kidding? That drone changed into a Spore Crawler while it was being attacked, while there was a projectile in the air to kill it. Impressive maneuver. All right, I think you just cancel that one and try. Oh, cancel rebuild to keep it alive, and then throwing that spore up, canceling the 3, transferring the other 3 down to the 3rd base. I'd have to assume that's where they're going, and indeed it is. Excellent control there by Stephano, keeping his stuff alive. Hellions at the front, got some Cyclones pushing in, bringing these Marines back around, the Marines that were part of the initial attack there, and now starting into medevac production with a reactor on the starport. +1/+1 for his Zerglings coming in for Stephano. I'd love to see some Ultra play later on. Not that they're necessarily a super win condition, but they're just... Ultras are one of my favorite units. Yes, they're easy to kite and kill if you have the right units to counter them, but... I don't know. They're big, they're bulky, they're mean. I like them that way. Oh, kind of trying to finish off that wounded Banshee. Target firing it pretty well here, but only 1 spore here in the main. Bunch of drones getting finished off. There is no game heart, as previously mentioned by one of the people watching this, one of the observers. Another, 2 spores versus a Banshee is not a bad thing. It's really not. Look at this one Banshee absorbing the shots the other one doesn't want to be taking here. Zerglings coming in. They found your Hellion Cyclone attack. And they are making quick work of it, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is gone. Stephano crushes that before it gets anywhere near able to kill his 3rd base location. Beautiful. Beautiful from the Stephano. Another gas being taken inside the main. Yeah, he's really gassing up now. All 6 of his extractors are either taken or in the process of being taken right now. Zerglings running around trying to see what stuff they can do. Possibly going to roll inside the front. Nah. That natural base is walled off with a command center, and there's a tank back there too, so no thank you. Banshee with 5 kills does manage to escape with 5 hit points, but her other Banshee friend did fall to the Zerg swarm, likely to this queen with 1 kill. And has to go back home. Very, very sad. Very sad indeed. 4th base coming in for Stephano. I guess I was going to say any sign of a 3rd. Yeah, Clem's got a 3rd command center in his wallet as natural, so yes. Yes, he does. I've been watching Killing Eve on BBC America, an amazing, really, really good TV show about an assassin who's running around Europe assassinating people, which is what assassins do, and then the British intelligence attempts to find her, figure out what she's up to, and take her down. It's really well put together. Really enjoyed BBC productions over the years. Doctor Who's been a lot of fun. Broadchurch, I think I mentioned, was very good. What else is on that list of stuff that I have watched on BBC America? Those are the big ones. Those are the big and most recent ones right now. Anyway, 4th hatch coming in for the Stephano. 3rd base landing for Clem. Working on a Baneling nest is Stephano. And +2/+2 for those Lings. The upgrades for the Lings make them so much better. Unupgraded Ling versus Crackling is just, it's like a different unit. It's like Marines. Unupgraded Marines versus 3/3 Marines with Combat Shield and Stim, just different units. They really are. They should call them something else when they reach that upgrade level, because they are just, I like to call them tiny gods. I think tiny god is an appropriate answer and thing to call Marines that have that level of upgrade. Anyway, Zergling's going to roll in, going to check to see, is there in fact a 3rd base here? No, there's not. There is an up-a-tree Bottorino, part of the Zelda up-a-tree thing. Oh, look at that wall. Are you kidding? Well, you're going to lose everybody on the outside, but at least the Lings didn't get inside your natural base. That's a good thing. Your 3rd base, however, is in a lot of trouble. Run! Run, SCBs. The Marines stimming all the way back home to try to get rid of these guys. The Lings decide they don't want to stick around and get picked off. so. Oh, maybe they do. Maybe they do want to stay around and get picked off. Nah, some of them want to go home. Just kidding. They want to run to their deaths. Stephano's Lings are a little bipolar. I guess a million Zerglings made it inside the natural base, though. Forgive him for being a little bit distracted. How the what? And running into the main here, too. Did he reopen? I gotta see this. I'm sorry. I gotta see it. Did he reopen his wall? He did reopen his wall, so the tank could come out and help, so these SCVs could get inside. And then more Lings from Stephano. The wall raise does not happen this time. Okay, so these Lings get inside the main. Another wall raise doesn't happen. These guys split into the natural base, and a handful make it into the main. That's what it is. Dang. Keep your walls up, Terran players. Lest this happen to you. I know it's happened to everybody who's played Protoss or Terran at some point against Zerg. Ugh, Zerglings, man. They really ruin your day. Good wall of supply depots at the third base, though. Not too shabby. I guess there was nowhere to go for the Lings. They were trying to retreat, but then realized there's nowhere to go. Might as well go out swinging. And they did. While providing some distraction for these Lings to get... Are you serious? Tank fire. Tank fire dissuades the Lings from doing anything else. Stephano's Zerglings, man. This is actually kind of impressive. +1 melee attack is going to finish here in how many seconds? About 10 seconds. Getting centrifugal hooks for the Banelings. Getting a hive. Does he actually have a spire? No. He's trying to do this thing with Ling, Baneling, Queen for the first 10 minutes of the game. And you know what? It's working. Another base in the bottom right-hand corner here on Blackpink. It's going to be his 5th base location. Creep spread is absolutely insane for Stephano right now. Good golly. I love Stephano. Nice guy. Super nice guy. He's not had the most tournament success. I don't think he's ever won a WCS, but dang, he's a great player. He's in the top 0.001% of all players on Earth. And that's got to be something you're proud of, man. Creep clearing crew, Nope, get out. None of you died, but get out, say the Zerglings. Oh, I guess we'd unload right here and die here instead. If that's what you're into, I guess. Another attempt drops, just getting scattered out by this creep. This creep spread is, again, insane. Have I mentioned how insane it is? Look, they can't even take down this very lowly defended base in the bottom right-hand corner because the Zerglings are ready for it, with Banelings too. I mean, this level of creep spread at 11 minutes has just got to intimidate the crap out of you if you're Clem. Clem is 16. He is up and coming, one of the better Terran players on Earth. He's going to be amazing, right? Give him some time. Because he's really good right now, and just imagine how much better he's going to be when he's 20, 21, 22. And really at the peak of his game. I know it's weird to say 22 is the peak of your game, but it is. It is for esports, man. You start getting into your 30s like I am, 35, 36, you lose those twitch reflexes, you lose the ability to make quick decisions and do stuff with your fingers and hands, and kind of starts to fall apart. So, man, your 20s is where it's at, and Clem's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the years to come. But right now, he looks out and says, there's creep everywhere. Where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to do anything? I guess I'll start the work of clearing this creep. This is a good place to scan and kill. Don't ya know? This 4th base trying to land, but there are enough Lings and Banelings to shut this thing down for sure. He waits until it lands and then comes in to get some free damage. Banelings exploding on the Marines. Enough Marines coming in to clear this thing out, but a lot of SCVs are dying. I wish we had Game Heart, but we don't. But it's 29 SCVs that have been killed so far compared to 7 drones that have been taken down. These guys were kind of setting up for attack on the 3rd, but changed their minds. Pulling back to the creep instead. This creep, look at this. Look at this creep. It is in spitting distance of his 3rd base. And this is a big map. Blackpink is a large map. All right, Zerglings, here we go. Chase him on in. No. No chasing. No chasing, say the Zerglings. Banelings, are you maxed out yet, Stephano? Kind of. There it is. There's the Ultra. Getting a Spire and a Greater Spire at the same time at the 13-minute mark, but definitely went for the Ultras first. 7 Ultras in production. Kindness plating. +3 coming in here, too. At 13 minutes. At 13 minutes, he's got fully upgraded Ultras, you guys. How? I wish I knew his secrets. The secret is macro better scrub. I believe that's what the secret is. Zerglings, Banelings, it's just too much. It's too many. This is a lot of bio, and their upgrades are good. They've got +2/+2 at 13 minutes. +3/+3 is about 50% complete. Getting some ghosts. I do love the addition of ghosts here. Steady targeting is amazing against Ultras because it does ignore armor. You can have all the armor all you want, Ultras. The Marines care, but the ghosts don't. The Marines doing their 8 damage -7 because that's what this armor is right now. You're tickling the Ultras to death, but the steady targeting right here, boop, does 170 damage per shot, ignoring armor. Terran players, use steady targeting against Ultras. Here we go, trying to take down this planetary fortress. And they're going to get it. Maybe. The SCVs are trying to repair as best they can. They are doing pretty fantastically well. Look at these Ultras unable to take this thing down. Steady targeting, trying to finish those suckers off too, but no, they do get the Planetary Fortress. They're trying to save the other command center that's here, and they are going to save that one. As some Marauders get into the play, the steady targeting, you can hear those snipes going off in the background. Ultras still pushing this back. A little bit overstimmed is the army. Every swipe's going to cause a problem for you if the Ultras can get contact, and that's the goal, to not allow the Ultras to make contact. Pulling back. Pulling back are the Ultras and the Queens. Any transfuses? Yes, some transfuses available there. And guess who's been spreading creep this entire time? Yeah, Stephano. Yeah, it was Stephano who was. Oh, 49 SCVs have been killed. It's real bad. It's really bad. This wall got taken down at some point. I guess there was a Veiling bust, but I had my attention focused down here at the Ultralisk attack. Doesn't look like this base died anyway, so good hold by Clem on 2 fronts against Stephano, who's expanded again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases for Stephano now. Sitting at 73 harvesters. It's basically where he wants to be economically. Now it just comes down to decision making. And look, these Marines, they've been on creep for like 5 minutes. If you ever make a movie about StarCraft, you have to like watch a group of Marines walking on creep for a while, and it's going, the longer we're on creep, the more dead we are. The longer we're on creep, the more dead we are. Trying to snipe the Ultralisk Cavern, and they're going to get it. Sacrificing some Marines in the process. Ooh, maybe unloading here to kill some drones. Clem trying to wiggle his way back into this game. Not wiggle, but fight and scratch and claw his way back into this game. And so far, I mean, that's how you do. You kill the Ultralisk Cavern, you make Stephano replant it. You kill some drones, too. Maybe make him use some larva on drones instead of attacking units. Although Stephano's maxed out, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at this point. Vipers parasitic bombing the medevac. That is full of guys, too. Ugh. Insta-kill. I mean, not an insta-kill, but it's a full medevac kill with all the Marines. Creep spread. Trying to make this thing happen. He's got 86 creep tumors, and 60 have been killed by Clem. It's not like Clem's doing a bad job clearing creep. There's just more for Stephano. Another attempted attack up this way by Stephano towards the 3rd base location. I don't know if attacking into there is where you want to go. It's definitely not. It's definitely not where you want to be going here. Marines coming down to the 6th base in the bottom right-hand corner. Drones getting pulled. Queen trying to help kill the medevac. Queen, whatever. You're dead anyway. Fully upgraded Marines, man. What'd I tell you about them? Really great. And especially the lack of Corruptors and the lack of Mutalisks are allowing these drops to do more than they otherwise would be able to be. Would be able? Yes, would be able to. I don't think I needed that extra B there. The Ultras, for some reason, don't... Can they not engage? Holy smokes, they can't fit back there. Clem, your map understanding is through the roof. Nicely done. Nicely done, my young Terran friend. Ghost count getting kind of nuts. There are 17. 17 ghosts. You guys, if you're dealing with Ultras, look at Clem. Look at him. Well, the medevac goes down. Is there anything here that can kill these guys? Turns out, no. Turns out there's not. Either way, trying to expand down here is Clem for his 5th base location, but guess what? There's creep, which is going to recede fairly quickly. These Marines do finally get killed as they leave the safety of the confines of their behind the minerals, away from home, summer home. This command center wants to land so bad. He's like, come on, let me land. Let me do this thing. Creeps, he's making 5 creep tumors at a time, is Stephano right now. You gotta have the Corruptors, man, to take down these Liberators. Steady targeting. Go, 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 go. Nope, interrupted. Look at this steady targeting from the bottom side, though. Wow! Okay, goodbye, every Ultralisk. Thank you for coming. It was nice knowing you. More Ultras are down here at this 5th base attempt. Corruptor's gonna finish off this command center. Maybe. You know what? No, because the steady targeting against Corruptors, against Ultras is really good. Yeah, I would say Clem has worked himself back into this game with steady targeting, you guys. Holy smokes. 16 Ultras have gone down. $16. Resources lost at this point. No, what is that? There we go. Resources lost. 23,000 for Stephano, 15,000 for Clem. Liberators kind of setting up shop. Well, actually setting up shop here in the 6th base and the 5th base. How many kills do you have? 4 of them, shutting down all mining operations at both of those bases by themselves. This Liberator gets killed at the 7th. But these others doing their job. Corruptors finishing them off, finally showing up to do something. Another Liberator trying to do some stuff. I don't know. Okay. That's a decent place to hang out, but this queen was... Oh, what? That queen is not inside the circle. Look! Look at how the queen was not inside that circle. That's cheap. Sometimes targeting, man. 4 kills on that Liberator. Again, stopping most of the mining operations at the 7th base until Corruptors can come over and clean this thing out. So it's Clem working hard. He's up 199 to 164 supply. Stephano, I think, is basically done with Ultras. He can't make Ultras anymore. Broodlords, though. Broodlords, still very susceptible to steady targeting. I have to point that out. These ghosts do not have many kills, but I'm sure several of them have multiple Ultralist kills, which, dang. Dang, son. Marines at the 6th base. They've been kind of working on this for a while now, and I mean, sure, might as well finish it if nobody's going to come stop us, they say. They're expecting something to come stop them. Infestors, going to try to chain fungal them down, I guess? Oh, I guess 1 fungal was enough. No chain required. That should be a shirt. Alright, so again, creep spread, absolutely nuts. Just beautiful. So much pink. So much pink for Stephano. Why are so many Zerg players pink? Scarlet's pink, Stephano's pink. Okay, that might be it. That might be it. But it's more than any other race. I have to say, I don't know of any Terran players that primarily use pink when they're given the ability to. I know in major events it's red versus blue just for colorblind people, but I don't know. I like the other colors. I like green. I like purple. I'm cool with the pink, obviously. Alright, so the Broodlord, Infestor, Corruptor, Viper play. Good scan revealing the Broodlords. Stephano can't keep these hidden now. And I don't think Stephano needs to change anything, or Clem does. That's a nuke. A nuke attempt. I don't think that's going to do anything. Stephano is too wise to wander into that nuke, but we'll watch it land anyway. Did he cancel it? No, Clem! Clem deprived us of the beauty of watching a nuke. Come on, man. Ooh, Broodlings. Ah, wait. Oh, they do go down. Those are the most oh, what an EMP on the Infestors, though. No energy available on them. And now steady targeting. Pow, pow, pow. Transfuse is trying to keep the Broodlords alive. Steady targeting on Queens, whatever you can find right now. Tank Splash actually hurting kind of much there. To the Tank Splash on top of the Ghost because the Lings are attacking them. That's going to be bad. It's like, all right, man. I had a Ling attacking me. Come help. And the tanks are like, we got this. And then you die. It's like, need a little bit more of a surgical strike there. Yeah, abducting Liberators does pull them out of Defender mode. Did you know that? Pulls them right out. Another attempted Ling attack at the 3rd base. Nope, Liberator shutting that thing down fairly easily. Liberator picked out of the sky there too. Did take a couple drones with her. 50 SCVs killed, 23 drones have been removed so far. Clem very patiently sitting at the top of this ramp. Just outside of this 5th base of Stephano. Tank Splash looking good. +2 attack on those tanks. Stephano has not been neglecting his mech upgrades. Oh, the steady targeting. One of them goes down, but it can be interrupted. It can be interrupted if a Broodling's chewing on your face. Blinding Cloud there. I think the nuke's out canceled. Nice EMPs again, though. And he's trying to get steady targetings off, but he's getting fungled and Broodlinged to death. Stephano breaks out of that thing so well. After that first steady targeting volley, just eviscerated and removed his Ultralisks entirely from the game. This play has been godlike for Stephano, just absolutely shutting those ghosts down with fungals, with Broodlings, because if you can interrupt them while they're casting, they can't get it off. It's a 1.5 second cast, 1.43, which doesn't sound that long, but it's a while. It is a while in-game, and if you can interrupt those ghosts before the steady targeting finishes its attack, like, nope, not that time. Well, kind of. Whoop, 3 of them, 4 of them do manage to get off there, and they hit hard. There's not enough to one-shot a Broodlord, but two-shot them for sure. For certain. The thing about Broodlords is they're so slow. If you attack and their support gets removed, they're dead. They're not getting out of there. Kind of like battle cruisers, except they have tactical jump, which means they can get out of there if they're in trouble. Anyway, oh, Broodling's on top of the ghosts again. Not what you want. Not how you... Oh, the steady targeting! Yeah, it's like the Broodlords kind of want to run away, but at the same time, if they run away, they can't get the Broodlings down. Nice fungal again on these guys. This game, these battles, you guys, we're not even done yet. We're not even done yet with this thing. This is already one of the better ZVTs I've ever cast, is what this is. Spore Crawlers burrowing themselves at the front because, again, the creep is touching this 5th base, 6th base location that is trying to come up here. Broodlords, man. Bam! Another one goes down. Another one goes down. trying to fungal these guys. And again, just beautiful fungals. I'd love to see more fungals. I guess the EMPs shut it down pretty well here. But man, the fungals are absolutely making sure the steady targeting just can't get off. It cannot. It's not allowed. Thor getting chased by broodlings. The fully upgraded broodlings with 3/3 are actually kind of scary. They're on timed life, but they hit hard. I mean, it's not nothing, and they're free units, as we are so often reminded by our Terran and Protoss compatriots out there. Infestor count kind of insane for Stephano. Trying to morph some broodlords at the front, but nope, for the most part, not working out too well. Oh, but you injure the eggs, but when they're done, they go to full health. Oh, that was a waste of snipe. That was a waste of steady targeting. I'm going to call it snipe and steady targeting interchangeably from time to time, just because it used to be called snipe, and it's the same darn thing. I guess it was an instant cast before, which was really good when it was instant cast, and so now there's actually kind of a way to slow it down if you're a Zerg player. So rejoice about that. If you're new to StarCraft and you're like, that steady targeting is bullcrap, well, it used to be worse. So be happy about that. What is this orbital command doing here? Look how confident Clem is. He's going to be able to handle this thing. Nuke attempt. Everybody pulling away from the nuke. Stephano's just sees them is what he does. Zergling counterattack. Crackling. Counterattack. Rolling down towards this 4th base location. There's a planetary fortress though and a wall at the 3rd. You're actually pulling everybody home to deal with this? Yeah, the Lings are in. That's why. The Lings are in. Ghost cloaks itself to keep it alive. That's fantastic. Ghost doing extra damage to these Lings. Pretty good, too. But Cracklings inside your main base and your main production facilities is not what you want to see at all. Taking the advantage is Stephano, recognizing everybody went home. It's time to go. It's time to push on this. Time to throw wave after wave of broodling on the thing. The Infestors are ready with fungals, too. The Lings do get cleaned up over this direction and let the broodlings fall. A fungal whiffs entirely there, but that's because most of the army was already retreating from the broodlings. Missile turret removed. Planetary fortress. It's hard to kill it with broodlings. They just don't hit that hard. Infested Terran's trying to help here too, but the Infested Terran ground attack isn't as good. It's probably even worse than the broodling. Ghosts, getting caught and killed. The detection was there. At the end of the day, 197 to 173 total supply. I don't know, man. I feel like Stephano's ahead in this game, but he's down 30 supply, basically. Oh, steady targeted. A couple of them get off, but a lot of these guys are taking broodlings to the face as they're trying to steady target here. There's just enough. There's a lot of ghosts. Vikings in it, too. Taking shots from spore crawlers, though, is not what you want to see. As the Vikings get picked right off there. And he wants this bottom right base. Clem needs this bottom right base, and he's going to take it. He sent the orbital command over way before he needed to, or way before it made any sense. But his confidence paid off, and he's going to be able to take this for his own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th base at the 27-minute mark. Resources lost. 45,000 lost for Stephano. 41, 42. Lost for Clem. Liberator setting up. Is Stephano going to lose his 5th and his 6th base within 2 minutes of each other? It kind of looks like he is. By golly, these ghosts don't do well against buildings, but if they're here, I mean, it's 13 damage per shot. Not bad. They are expensive. They are expensive little buggers. 9 more broodlords in production for Stephano. He has more success with the broodlords for sure. Ling attempted counterattacks. Free tank. Free tank. Man, Zerglings. Zerglings. With the attack upgrade of adrenal glands. So good. So good. If they're not attacking directly into the enemy, they're okay. But as harassment units and picking off reinforcing stuff that might just be on a rally across the middle of the map, Zerglings are amazing. Also, they're pretty good in this situation. I know it just looks like a handful of Lings, but they're Cracklings, and they should be their own units. So get... Look at... Oh! I'm going to say, look at those SCVs sacrificing their HP to make sure those Lings died. That was great. Another attempted attack up here. Nice EMP in the northern section of the map here. The EMP's taking off 100 energy on the Infestors, and they only have 200. So a couple... There it is. EMP1, EMP2 fungal. The ghosts pay for those EMPs with their lives. And now we have moved. We have moved the arena of battle to this northern section because this base is in a lot of trouble. As it turns out, more Zerglings coming down to that base. Clem not really being allowed to do much of anything here at all, but he is attacking up to the north, up at this 7th base location of Stephano and the 8th base, kind of simultaneously, which I'm a fan of. Pulling back once the broodlords show up. The ghosts kind of regrouping together here. They are so many ghosts. 17 17 ghosts. Are they all right here? Yep, they're all right here at the front. Does manage to save this 7th base location because of the Liberator. And a nuke up at the 7th base. Is that the 8th? This is the 8th base of Stephano. This is the 7th. This is the 8th. Here comes the nuke. Kill some creep tumors, but other than that, doesn't do a whole lot. Or he's still kind of... he stole the gas. He stole the gas. And this Zergling, man. This Zergling's holding position to try and kill workers that are on gas. He needs to move over a little bit, though, is what he has to do. More Zerglings rolling in to try to get reinforcing units. I mentioned that previously. And just get free kills, man. Armory? Sure. Why not? We'll take that down. Missile turret sounds real nice, too. Vipers and Corruptors finish off the Liberators, protecting this base. Caustic Spray on the Orbital Commander. Another attack in the middle here. Nice Fungals. EMPs once again on the Infestors. Liberator trying to do some stuff. Anti-air being thrown down in the form of Infested Terrans. The base does end up falling to the Corruptors before the missile turrets can complete. Fungals and Infested Terrans being thrown down all over this location. Can the Infested Terrans take down anything? Not really. They should have gone after the Medivacs and the Vikings with their anti-air like these guys are. Instead of getting distracted by the Marines, they should have a priority targeting system for air units because they're so much better against the air units. Zerglings going after long-distance mining SCVs in the bottom right-hand corner here. Clem is desperate. Clem needs to win this battle right now, and he keeps trying to steady target down the Broodlords, but the Broodlings keep interrupting it. But no, the Marines say, you know what? Forget it. We're just coming right on in here. We know we don't have any Medivac support. We know we don't have any Liberator support. We don't care, but now it's time to go. And this ragtag group slinks away. Stephano decides to go for his 10th base in the top left-hand corner. Sure, why not? 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, some of his bases are missing in that process, but he's alive. 138 to 119 total supply. I think Stephano has this game. If I had to chuck a prediction here and caster curse it, I would give it to Stephano for sure. But man, Clem, he's got bases, he's got income, right? He's not terrible. It's about half the mineral income, and he's got more gas income than Stephano does anyway. Oh snap, this bottom right hand base again. Sorry, long distance mining SCVs, it's not the place for you. Yes, you have 3 armor, but Zerglings with crackling upgrade are just too much. Missile turrets getting finished off here. The refinery maybe going to die too. Nah, the Lings get out of there before that ends up happening. Liberator scouting to see, is there a base in the top left? Because I don't know if there is one, and by golly, there is. Might as well set up and shut it down with Miss Magimech, the mechanical hover. Botterino. Whap. Whap. Whop. Zap. Really good at killing larvae, actually. All right, 133 to 154 supply. Clem is down, but not by a whole lot. And he's a Terran, so I think he's going to be okay. These poor Medivacs are being taxed to their limit to keep all these guys healed up, but they managed to get through it anyway. And Clem decides it's time to go. He managed to kill these 2 bases in the bottom right, but another base replanted by Stephano. This one's not doing much of anything. Liberator getting chased by Corruptors across the top of the map here. And sending another orbital command for his 7th base is Clem. Maybe he can keep it this time. What do you think? Should we put a bet on how long that thing survives? Starting at 32 minutes. When do you think this is going to go down? Or will it survive to the end of the game? Place your bets now. Something you can do on Twitch a little bit more easily. I have been on Twitch recently, though. Twitch.tv/FalconPaladin. Come check me out. Come say hi. Been playing the Heart of the Swarm campaign on Brutal. Been playing some World of Warcraft with Wade. It's been fun. Anyway, more creep tumors getting split and spread and then destroyed. 11 banelings on the way. Stephano hasn't really used banelings all that much. I mean, some. He has lost 7 to this point in the game. But it's not like he's using banelings as his main army composition. Maybe now he is, though. Steady targeting. 1 Broodlord down. 2, 3 Broodlords down. EMPs on the Infestors. Again, nice Fungals regardless, though. And Creep Queen gets destroyed by the superior Terran army. Broodlords retreating. How many have died so far? 44? What? Holy crap. 44 Broodlords have died in this game, you guys. I've never seen that many lost, let alone made. I don't think I've ever seen 44 made in a StarCraft 2 game. What an insane match. All right, so this here 9th base. all these drones are going to die. I mean, they're going to go for the 360 surround here. Yeah, absolutely you are. That's what I'm seeing. So let's zoom out so we can catch this whole thing. And here we go. Ling's coming in. Infestor's coming in too for the fungals. Baneling's getting target fired pretty well there. Nice fungal Bane, though. The hatch ends up falling regardless. These guys get surrounded. The Overseers, are they detecting the ghosts? They are. Enough. They are close enough, as it turns out. And then is this medevac going to get away? It certainly is. It's going to unload and try to do some further stuff while they're at it. Never say die. Wow, and that's it. Clem taps out. What? At the 34-minute mark. Clem, why? All right, let's investigate. This is our thing to do. We investigate why. The answer is because at the end of the game, he had 12 Marines and 4 Ghosts and 4 Liberators. All right, fair enough, dude. Fair enough, dude. Versus 5 Broodlords, 8 Infestors, 56 Zerglings, and better income from Stephano too. He still has, well, 2 mining bases. Kind of 2 mining bases. This one's lived to the end of the game. So anybody who put their money on that, good job. Good job. I don't know. Here's the thing. Yes, Clem doesn't have much of an army, but this isn't a fast army. These Broodlords will take a long time to come down and kill your stuff. I know Stephano could have just made a bunch of Lings too and really wrecked your day. And these guys probably wouldn't have made it home before they died, but I'd like to see it played out a little bit more. I know that they understand. I know the pros understand exactly what the difference is between being in a winning and a losing position, and that Clem knows more than I do. But I just feel like he could have strung it out. He could have maybe pulled something out in the end, but that 8 Infestor is really hard to deal with too, I gotta admit. All right, good job. Good job by Stephano. What a heck of a game, though. Wow. We've had some good stuff this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. But in the end, 71,000 resources lost for Stephano compared to 69 for Clem. Once again, 48 Broodlords lost and 17 Ultralisks in a win for Stephano. It was really just his ability to take down the bunker rush without losing his natural hatch and then macro his face off for the next 8 to 10 minutes and expand a million times. And then he had the economy he wanted and he could do whatever he wanted. At that point, 685 Lings went down, 157 Creep Tumors, 5 Hatcheries, and an Ultralisk Cavern. Clem ended up losing, where's his Marine death count? 225 and 90 Ghosts. 90. That's more than I've ever seen. 105 SCVs went down, a couple Thors. Tried the Thor thing, didn't really work out too well in the end. Just too many Broodlords. And abandoned the strategy. Huh. Well, okay. That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.